In any college football season, ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome everyone to Tucson, Arizona, and the stadium where they bear down for the Arizona Wildcats. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Arizona will kick off to get things underway. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
And the Bearcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To throw, it's Sorsby. Throws to the back. That's reeled in. It's Pryor. Tackled there by the defense.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Here comes the noise. Is this crowd doing everything they can to help the defense bear down on third down? From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Caldwell. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And the Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Bearcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. He's got him. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Hey, these wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
The Bearcats are rolling down the field. Back to pass, it's Sorsby. Got it behind the line, it's Pryor. There he goes. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Rides to back and leaves it. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. Wants to go up top. Caught on the outside. It's Pryor.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up third down. And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. They're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
They'll send out the kicker here. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Coming out with it, it's Patterson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. To the air, it's Fafita. It's complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Makes the grab. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Give to the running back. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
To the air on first down. The throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to throw. It's Fafita. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
Arizona comes out with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man on the outside. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And that's in Arizona.
That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They've got a first down here to open the period. Running back searching for a hole. Makes it past the marker. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Snags it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. To the ground with the back. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Using his legs, it's Pryor. He's past the 30. Turning it on. The 40. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Bearcats. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Patterson. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Dropping back, it's Fafita. Throws to the tight end. Complete in the middle. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Tosses it incomplete.
Yeah, you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
It'll be 3rd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the middle. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He fields the punt in his own end zone. Oh, that's going to be a safety.
I can't say what I want to say on this because I'd get fired, but what are you doing? Like, as you continue to run backwards, at some point we know, like, the play's over. I'm not going to get positive yards, but at some point you can't treat this like, it's almost like they thought this was a video game, and it just didn't matter. But goes all the way backwards and just give up the safety.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. It's Fafita. Caught near the sticks. It's Hunter. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Safe completion on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I love screen passes on offense, and you got to do them in different ways. To the running backs, you can do them to receivers, do them to tight ends. Didn't gain any yards on that one, but don't be afraid to dial that play up again later.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long, they dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Scanning the field, it's Sorsby. Rifles it down the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Man, that one is going to make this quarterback sick to his stomach. That's almost always automatic for him.
Yeah, that's pitch and catch. That's day one. When you go out and watch practice, the ball very rarely hits the ground unless you have a defender because these QBs and wide receivers are so good. But man, just a mishap, a little overthrow.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Still on his feet. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky.
And how about their defense getting home with the pass rush. Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Caught over the middle, it's Allen. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Bearcats send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Kick is in the air. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They go to the ground. Powers through the defender. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to the ground with the running back. Got room to work. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Olsen. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Fafita. This time he's got it. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Arizona.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Looking to throw on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime.
Trying to beat the D deep. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out at the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
Will take over. First and 10.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground. Breaks into the open. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Hudson. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
Arizona going back to work with another first down. Looking for a man. It's Fafita. Out of the backfield, he's open. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Going to swing it on second down. Looking to the big tight end. And wings it incomplete. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. He's looking to pass. Throws to the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got his man. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and then throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Right on the money. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
This is kind of like Vegas and gambling. You got a big completion there on 3rd down. You've set up 4th. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on 4th down, hoping to get a touchdown.
It's good. Are forced to settle for 3.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
We'll see what the D does, but this crowd bearing down and getting loud on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The defense was in the dime package. They didn't have to send an extra rusher. The big fellas up front took care of that.
And all dime means is I'm bringing an extra fast guy on the field and taking an extra fat guy off the field. But listen, the fat guys still get home. Isn't that beautiful? The big, athletic defensive line still does a great job getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Fafita. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
He's in, headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. And they take it in for 6 more points.
This is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
And the extra point extends the lead to 16. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He fires one deep over the middle. Makes the grab on the shot.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. He'll do it himself. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Looking for space. It's Pryor. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Sorsby. Grabs it in the middle. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get the third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards and went ahead.
Get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. What a day it's been on the ground for these 2 guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Past the 50. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And this is exactly the situation you want to get in as a defense. You got the lead late in the football game. You know they got to throw. And what do? You get to the quarterback, you hit him, and you get pressure on him. And then what happens, Palmer?
Yeah, it's complimentary football, David. No question about it. They're just putting the hammer down right now with the lead. The defense playing accordingly. Now giving it back to their offense for an opportunity to pad this lead even further here as we're in the 4th quarter.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Fafita. Fires to the wideout. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
And the Bearcats, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Motion from the back. On the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give them a little crease, you can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Got it in the middle. It's Pryor. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Pulls it in. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Man, I love defenders that are able to get up in the receiver's face, challenge them, and press coverage at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there defending against the slant.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And back to the air on 2nd down. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Bearcats!
Number 10. Catch in the end zone.
And they'll try to tack on 2. The snap sets up the throw. He's into the end zone, and we've got a 1-possession game in the fourth quarter. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. offense onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
It definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
And the Wildcats have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. From the gun to give, looking for room. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And when the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like, it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Back to pass, it's Fafita. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking the shot. He's got it at the 20. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Really nice execution by this offense. This is the time, right? Late in the football game, got to get a few first downs to preserve this lead, to get out of here with the W. They trust their quarterback. They protect him. They get the first down.
They'll go to the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking downfield, it's Fafita. Spits it out to the back. Got his man down the middle. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The Bearcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The offense changing the play. Oh, it's a reverse. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
Bit of a risky call. You don't see a lot of receiver runs down at that area of the field because if there's any penetration up front, that could be a loss, that could be a fumble. You're worried about the quarterback-receiver exchange, but it pays off for him there, Dave.
It's always a good call in hindsight when it works. And listen, objective when you're backed up right here on your own goal line, create some space. That gave you some more space now to be able to run your offense, not have your quarterback sitting there trying to throw the football from his own end zone.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Looking downfield, it's Sorsby. Here's a throw downfield late. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
Well, that's a nice interception. At this point of the game, up 2 possessions in a 2-minute situation, the offense is so predictable. You know they're going to throw the football. So everybody on defense, they're just trying to see the ball thrown and then breaking on it. Nice job coming away with that turnover.
And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, it just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think, would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.